Hey everyone, I'm Rather Incoherent, back with more Crusader Kings 3, and today it's do or die. I'm in the process of dying, I've just become infirm. Also, my levies are pretty much at their maximum, they were better before I became infirm. But more importantly, my 27 knights and 2,500 Viking veterans are ready to rock. We could declare war on West France. We don't want to do that. We already raid West France for everything they're worth. They're a source of infinite prestige, as we discovered last video. That's why I have 3,500. That was basically one stack white battle of 2.5k versus 7k. So I don't really feel much need to go down there and do that. My old age and infirm status probably means I won't be leading any more battles myself, this character. He's currently at war, apparently. What's he fighting for? A single chiefdom. What a pleb. Well, we're gonna go ahead and declare war for something that's far more appropriate. Everything. And if my understanding of this cast's spell is correct, then sieging out all of these counties along the way is actually gonna be really, really good. It means that I'll get these in addition to everything else. So let's do it. The Invade Kingdom cast is spell for Sweden. It's been a long time coming. We need to go over to our rally points, move them up here, and raise everything here. We're gonna control click so that we can split it ourselves once it finishes raising. He's got allies joining, that's fine. We sort of expected that. Now we're gonna split off a new army of all of the levies. We don't need these. The levies can go away. Our 2,500 need to go fight everything he has. I don't know where everything he has is, so I'm gonna just start walking into the land. Wow, their supply limit is trash. Now, come over to this. We need to split this army in half at least 3 times. And what I'm doing is I'm going down the coast and finding every place that they can actually siege and just sending these guys out to get them. There's also a tribe here and a tribe here. And they're going to sweep down this area and do all of this before we even worry about war score from anything else. And we just need to go figure out where their main army is and crush that. Always good to see more genius in the family. Now, they have some stuff up here. It's not anything crazy. I'm gonna head to their capital. I don't want to go to their capital that route, it's gonna hurt. So we're gonna go along next to my land instead to avoid problems. I don't understand what this is. It's not my land that he's asking for. If I right click on this, it's this land. Like, yeah, it's in my kingdom, but no, he likes me less. Or yes, here's money, and they are in my land now. Yes, obviously the Jorm's Vikings can come live here. We're the same religion, of course. Anyway, we're gonna head up here and crush Sweden is the plan. I'm assuming that's most of their armies, and there are some more going up to meet them, so yeah, that checks out. We have an inspired person we can sponsor. I'm gonna need more money anyway. She's competent, she wants to make a brooch, that sounds like an accessory, I would love to. Here's 50 gold. I can hold court, yeah, one last time, let's give it another go. I'm getting a bit too old for this, but it's fine. Because I'm infirm, my chancellor's like, I know you're having a hard time remembering who's who, so what if we made them dress appropriately so that you could easily tell them apart? And I can, instead of dealing with the problem at all, be like, whoa, no, what are you talking about? That outfit's amazing. I want to have my own fancy, memorable outfit. So yes, that one. Court Ranger 6, baby! And we'll deal with my new stuff in the throne room and all that in a second. I apparently have just gotten some new items. I've got a lavender placket, isn't it nice? Anyway, there's a lot of murder going on in the streets, but as we've established before, if you aren't able to murder the murderer, are you even a man? And once again, we can settle it with violence. And if we do, the guy who wants you to just walk around killing people is gonna win that fight every time. Chieftain Toke, are you in my house? Well then, let's solve it with violence. Cause nobody gets upset with me if I let you duel it out. So, there's a guy who comes up and he's like, yeah, I found a weird book, it's real mysterious and all. It could be a long-lost vaulted treasure, who knows? Perhaps it's the original copy of the will of God from the creation of the world. And it's like, yeah, I could gain a mysterious book and it would do a little bit of stuff. Or I could just burn it and declare it a work of Loki, which is awesome. Or say, who cares about books? I'm gonna go ahead and declare it a work of Loki and burn it, because that sounds like a great thing for a crazy old man to do. And coming over to my inventory, if I'm correct, the lavender placket. What's a placket? Because this is like a bolt of cloth. That can't possibly be what it's supposed to represent. Alright, Google searching this has proved unhelpful. It might be a type of shirt, but I'm not even confident in that. Alright, so how are all my sieges going? They're only just getting started, I don't need to worry too much about them. Let's come up to the main show, Sweden versus the men-at-arms of Norway. I'm going to dedicate it to myself, as always. Oh yes, let's see it. What have you got, Sweden? What's the very best you can do? Oh no, they're not even getting to escape. They're being stack wiped one after the other. Oh no. One of my champions is ripping heads off of enemy jarls. That's dukes. Oh no. War is definitely a game, don't tell them that. I can increase their prowess by 2, and they'll love me. And there's other ways to do that. I don't actually see the difference in these two. It looks like this bottom one's just an objectively better one. Regardless, I want them to gain 2 prowess. So, they didn't get stack wiped. That's nice at least. But they did get absolutely crushed. You're going to arrive here in 21 days. If I leave, I'm going to get out in 19 days. Wait around for 3 days. Okay, now we can go. I just want to make sure I kill them first. How are these sieges going? You're done with yours. You're gonna come down here. We're gonna watch these guys. I'm winning the fights up there. I don't need to pay any attention to that. Wow, 3x is so slow. That one's done. We're gonna come down to here. Are we fighting? Oh, we already won. Or they turned around. I think they might have successfully turned around. Anyway, we're gonna pursue that main stack of 4,000. We're gonna watch these sieges. Accursed. So somebody has placed some sort of pagan curse on Leia, who is a part of my family, so I do want her to be alive. I don't think my court physician is a witch, although he does steal a lot of corpses. If I try to convince her it's not a big deal, and she doesn't believe me, she will basically go insane with stress and die instantly. If I get the guess wrong no matter what, it's really bad. Egil is a treacherous villain, but I don't think he's a witch. You're rather boring. I don't think you'd be a witch. You're in my family, so I'm not throwing you under the bus. I'm gonna throw Scold under the bus. Nope. Well, I was accusing people based on who the most convenient killer would have been, so that's fair. We're just gonna be walking around this way to avoid any more attrition. Let's wrap up this siege over here and then move them on. Oh, hey, I stole something. It's all right. Oh, it's only 4 children, though. Weird. So my wife is upset because they hate somebody, and the easiest solution is to toss them out. Tossing them out. There's an inspiration. It's a flawed jewel. So she's lost some progress no matter what. And I can invest in her to get some of the progress back, or I can demand she do it better, which will be nothing but terrible. So I'll invest money into it. All right, everyone's going to new places. So I just need to come watch this army and see where the enemies are at. This is probably regrouping with the rest of his armies. Upland's been sieged down by something. That's a bit embarrassing for them. We have a few prisoners. Ransom them for 50 each, I'm guessing. Oh, well, only one then, because you can't afford yours. I sort of feel like I should be running this army to here, but it takes multiple attrition ticks to do so. And I don't feel safe stopping here because I'm too far away to defend my units. So I'm going to move down like this for the time being and try to rejoin with all my levies and then start conquering towards Sweden's capital. And we need to get all the way down here, actually. We have to conquer all of that, too. You can call house members? What does that mean? Oh, to my wards. Neat. I'm okay, though. I don't need any of that. Like, I got this handled. Okay, we just saw the fight happen there. I take 121 casualties for doing this, but I can push over to their capital. I'm going to take 121 twice. The second one's actually going to be a bit lower. But that won't be enough to stop me. It's not a big deal, and it's going to let me get their capital sieged for war score and probably crush their army, because I know they were just fighting there. You can have as much money as you need. Don't bother me ever again. Okay, so we can see that they're all still over here. That's great. My couriers are gaining traits. I don't particularly care. And we're just going to come kill all of them. This will probably reinforce and just throw itself into the meat grinder automatically. Oh, the Iberian struggle is going from conciliation into compromise. I'm going to try to get a feel of what that means, but it won't affect my game. Apparently, the Iberian struggle is really just more like the Iberian getting along is what I'm getting out of that. Whatever, not a big deal. I have a person who can be sponsored. Always. You're competent. You want to make me a weave? Sure. Whatever that means, go for it. I'll conquer the money back, or rather raid the money back once I can. We can just give her more money for better stuff, and as always, I will. So, in this fight of 2,000 versus 6,000, you might briefly think, they outnumber you 3-1 and they're also Vikings. Surely they'll win, right? Do not pretend for a single second. We all know how this goes. So with my last stack, I need to come down here to siege this one out, and I think that's it. And we can come watch this just get absolutely stomped. They did manage to actually kill like 400 people, or at least wound them in the fight. They only managed to kill like 200. We lost 162. It's more than we've lost for a while. They did lose 2,500 though. There's a court event. What are we talking about? The finest meat available to humanity. That is the sort of title I can get behind. So my cupbearer is just getting wasted and drinking my wine and acting like I'm the bad guy. And I can get mad about it, but no one takes me seriously if I get mad about it. Or I can just be like, you know what, you're right. Free mead for everyone, and everyone loves that shit. We're back to level 6 immediately. Cool. And I assume that I'm probably sieging this. I don't believe that I am, because it's currently sieged by somebody else. It's a little bit annoying. I'll come down here. It turns out I am sieging this and I'm just blind. Never mind. We are now in control of something else. What was it? It was this one. You go here then. And you can come out here instead. We're going to finish sieging their capital now. And that's actually going to be the war, I think. This is actually in the correct area already. We're not going to need any more war score. We're going to be willing to sacrifice some people to the attrition just to finish this a little bit faster. A friendly word. All right, you guys, go ahead and get along better. I'm not going to pretend I care at all. A name to remember. I will never dedicate anything to anyone. Stop asking. All right, so that fight's going well. Available perks. What else can I do here that matters? When you torture someone 50%, oh, it's a max of 5 each. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna torture everyone. I was like, holy shit, I can get infinite intrigue and prowess? That's still 5 to both, that ain't nothing. That's pretty good. I just need to torture 20 people for 5 intrigue and 5 prowess. I'm gonna go ahead and get the fabricate hook scheme. I'm probably not even gonna end up using it. I'm definitely not gonna end up using it, but it still seems like a thing that makes sense to do. You guys come die to attrition down here. We're at war score 100%, but I need to finish sieging Skane, otherwise I won't get it, is the issue. And I'll ransom this kid, they don't matter. We're still sieging Uppsala, it turns out. I thought we were done. There we go. So, Signy's being brave, that sounds great. That sounds better than zealous or calm. We're gonna go with brave. God, there's 13 months on that? I don't care, that's not worth it. So it's time to see if that video I saw in the past is still applicable. Enforce demands. Hey, it is. We got a huge amount of land outside of the territory because it was sieged out. Wonderful. Rip Sweden. All right, 20 days is the shortest time to get anywhere. I have 23 holdings right now. I need to fix this before I unpause time. Did not notice that part. It doesn't matter that I'm above my holding limit. Do people care about this? Does anyone, do my vassals notice and care? No one's like, oh no, you have too many counties, I hate you. I don't care if I'm getting less taxes and levies. Is that all that gets hurt? Oh, that's an egregious issue. That is just wrong. That is horribly incorrect. I do need levies to carry the loot, right? I do need them. But in terms of military power, I get more power by having like 100 out of 2 holdings. Now, looking at this, what I think I want to do is I want to keep Upland for myself and then give away everything else. Because I do want to keep this stuff over here just because I've already upgraded this. Same for my stuff randomly in the middle. And upland is how many areas? I think it's 3? 1, 2, 3. 4, this one too. Which would put me at 10 and 11 because of this island, and I'll actually stay at 11 out of 9, that's not too bad. And coming over here to the Temple of Uppsala that I just got, you can see we're getting more monthly renown, and our knights are better now. It's just nice, it's just good. Oh, I also just need to usurp some titles real quick. You're currently at war, so you get to keep yours for a brief while. But I will usurp these Jarldoms for 250 each before I go raiding. Or 300 for that one, apparently. I can create this duchy, sure. I'll ransom this kid. Few champions, he says to the man with 32 champions. Calm down. Welcome to my court, 22 bucks seems reasonable to me. I'm no longer banning my family members. I have too many champions to ban family members. But we can still ban anyone under 12, all 4 of them. I also own Östergötland right now, which is a continuous duchy. And I kind of do want to move my land out of here because I'm in 2 different duchies, and whoever has them is going to be pissed at me. I could destroy duchy titles, but that just seems like a waste. So I'm trying to decide is where I need my stuff for like long-term happiness. And a part of me is just like, dude, just keep all this land. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. But I know that's got to be wrong. So Helgum and Stieg are areas I have that are definitely going to be pissing off other people. If I'd realized how good tribal holdings were, then I might have just taken this land myself at the time. Because what used to be called Moray is now Katanas? I have no idea. But this is 7 places for 1 duchy, right? I'd have kept this for myself if I had realized it. This is one of the best holdings in the game. Or best sets of holdings, best duchies. Also, these guys still have 5,000 armies. Good job. Or 5,000 soldiers, rather. 5,000 armies means something very different. I've legitimately just been sitting here in decision paralysis for a while. I've had no idea what land I should be keeping. Oh, I thought I had to get these armies back to my land to stand them down. I don't. They've changed that since CK2. That's wonderful. That makes things like slightly more convenient when you finish wars. I think the thing to do is to keep these ones in upland and toss the rest into the trash right now. There's no way I'm completely giving up my old land, and I don't want to give up upland, so this is just the logical thing to do. It'll still leave me a couple over, I believe 2 over. So I have a daughter who's married to this guy. They have several kids. I'm going to make them essentially the kings of Sweden. Give me a second to sort out all of that. I don't have the Kingdom of Sweden right now, so it's not quite as obvious as it should be. But Östergötland, Västergötland, and all this other random stuff in the same areas, probably. Alright, take all of that, please. So now Östergötland is there. I'm at 12 of 9. I think I probably did everything then. There's 4 here. All of my old holdings. Yeah, that's correct. I still have too many held duchies because I have upland as well. And I'm still over the domain limit. So this guy has a count. And I don't care about him at all. Even though he's a part of my family. I'm going to give him the title of this Jarldom. I guess it's this one? Oh wait, I have the Jarldom of this? Wait, hold up, I'm confused. What are my Jarldoms? Alright, the one I was going to give away I don't even have. I'm just giving away this one then. So I'm going to give it to the new Norse king that I've installed over here. Across pretty much all of the lands. Congratulations, you're a double duke. Everyone hates you for it, deal with it. But yeah, I don't actually have any reason that I would want this. I do have reason to want Helgum, though. I'm pretty sure that's one of my territories I've had for quite some time. Actually, I don't want him to have any issue with me over this. Congratulations to you instead. Why can't I grant you titles? Oh! I see. You're the only other person in the duchy. And you only have a 1 title. Perfect. Congratulations on being an impotent duke. Because that's what you are now. I am still 3 domain above my limit, but my duchies have been sorted out and most of the land has been given away. I'm going to keep the holy site itself and give the rest of this away. That seems sensible enough. Hey guy, I just made a duke. Congratulations, you're a double duke and I'm giving you a lot more lands. You have the Jarldom of Upland, and you can have everything in it except for Upland. You're never going to be the king of Sweden, you're going to be under him. So eventually the fact that this guy hates me will be separated by the chain of command, and it won't be able to touch me. Okay, so now let's sort it out. I really just wanted to keep holding the religious site myself more than anything else. The rest of it doesn't matter nearly so much. So now we're finally able to move forward, and the question is, what are we doing? The answer is raiding, of course. So we're gonna go raid England this time, because we know that they're still there and ready to be conquered. We're gonna raise everyone here. We don't need to let anything regenerate. We're pretty much still at just maximum strength after that war. We lost nothing. I'm running out of money to invest in this, but that's fine. I don't know what Fickle Philip means. It happens all the time. It must be a saying somewhere, but that's the name of this event. It just bothers me every time because I don't know what it's talking about. One of my options is I can just give her a weird red bottle that I've got that might make her object better or faster or might make her sick or might kill her. Anyway, to the Great Hall. She wants what exactly? The Miklegard banner. Which ones are actually hung up in the royal court, please? I have enough Miklegard banner, and I have a Bourbonese war banner. You're looking at the ones that I actually like? How dare you? These both give me a plus a number of knights. You're just having a look. Don't even pretend. Now, that stressed me out a lot. So, bad news for the prisoners. I can execute this person. That actually is going to stress me out worse. Oh no, I'm trusting, so I don't benefit from executing anymore. It's a shame that releasing doesn't make me happy then. I'm gonna ransom these people that can be ransomed. I'm going to call a hunt. Order mass eviction. That's awesome. That's so pointless. I'm too poor to go on a hunt, holy shit. That's a new one. Anyway, what did you make me? You made me a brooch that makes you better at seducing. Cool, thanks. Now let's split this army up. As always, we have the levies in one stack and the Varangians in another. The levies are just for raiding, and these are going to be for actually fighting. Switching over to this, we're going to split in half repeatedly. 3,000's enough. So this one also needs to be split in half. Now we need to toggle each of them to raider individually. I should have done this first. England has been recently torched. Well, I guess we're going to France then. Wait, why am I up to 19,000 levies now? What the hell happened? I guess because I fixed my domain size? It's getting ridiculous. I have 62 champions? That can't be right. I have 34 champions. What are you talking about? I'm just gonna take it for granted that this thing is wrong right now and not look at it anymore. Maybe it's referring to my allies as well. I don't want to get stressed out, so I'm just sort of forced to take the other option. Alright, my troops have arrived on the border of France. Now, on this smallest one, I'm actually going to go lead myself if I can, even though I'm getting old and infirm. I'm just going to pop out in the middle with the good army. And then the shitty armies can pop out. Oh, I see what's happening. I've got all of them selected. Do it the hard way. Alright, there. Now we're fanning out into all of them with the good army in the middle so that they can immediately go and reinforce wherever there might be enemies coming. And now the siege of France begins. You can move here, you can move there. You can move here, you're not quite done. You can move here, you're not quite done. You can move there. Oh yeah, low control, boo-hoo. Whatever do I do without control? Alright, everybody moves out. What's this about legacy? It's ultimately incredibly minor. Some guy's just reading poetry. I'm just gonna say good job, nice poem. I don't know why to risk insulting people about this. Alright, if I were to look at what's burned right now, I didn't quite make it to Paris last time. The inspiration has been realized. We have an excellent tapestry. It's alright. I don't know if I'd call it excellent. We're gonna move down onto this. I don't want to be suffering attrition on my valuable units. Let time tick until someone else finishes. Move them down to Bruges. You're done. Move down with them. You're done. Group back up. And right now I'm just concerned with like having these guys going down towards Paris being bad because it's so far away from the direction that I'm typically going. I can't reinforce them, they're just gonna get killed. And unfortunately I've already moved my army that matters into a place where they're forced to take an attrition tick to leave, but it happens. Oh no, my friend Ali died, and now I'm stressed too. I can become flagellant about it and die, so let's not. Becoming reclusive seems like the better deal. How bad is reclusive really? Is that going to be a... It's not a stewardship threshold if I take reclusive, so I'm going to take that. I'm going to take the decision to seclude myself if I can. I am leading an army. True, and I won't be able to continue doing that so that I can become oh, I am a living legend. Nice. I guess I can't really become one then, can I? I'll admit that I have enough prestige and someone else can command the army. My heir would get so much prestige from doing this, and then I can go away and go seclude myself instead. I spend 150 stress to get rid, or sorry, 150 prestige to get rid of some stress. I'm truly at peace, lose 34 stress. I can declare a war, don't care, don't care. Sure, ransom them, that's quite a lot of money actually. Oh, also, something I just want to do now that I have this, I'm going to move my round capital to the temple at Uppsala. That just seems like the sensible thing to do. So yeah, we're moving here. Also, I cannot believe this is not already upgraded. I guess I can. It's not like I was building them until very recently. A little bit unfair of me, huh? I'm no longer overwhelmed by stress, thank God. Okay, we finished the raid here. We need to keep moving on. This is my main army. We'll move down that way. At this point, I guess we're just going all the way to Lotharingia, huh? Actually, most of this is already conquered. Or burnt, rather. Gotta be honest, you guys, just like get in the boats. We've got what we came for. We have enough. Oh, wait, we need like 1,000 money. Shit. We're supposed to be forming an empire. We do not have enough money. Yeah, I was planning on going to England, but that's not really happening. How's Aquitaine looking this time of year? Thoroughly unmolested. Okay. Everybody get in the water. Is anyone close to finishing a raid? Estimated completion 10th of March. They're leaving right now. I'm gonna just unpause and see if it finishes. Yes, it does. You can raid while walking away. You can optimize this so damn hard. That's very weird. Anyway, everyone back on the boats. Gonna swing around to here, drop everything off, and then get back in the boats. Just so that we have enough money to feel a little bit safe. Also, let's go over to prisoners and do the old ransom all. I have so few prisoners, there's not a ransom all button. Feels bad. Alright, so we just delivered all that loot. We're at $600. We're immediately going back out. I don't think Aquitaine stands a chance in hell against us. I think we're fine. Yeah, you can have them. I'm not declaring wars. I just need 1,000. It's not even 1,000, right? It's 1,200 for a custom empire. All I'm missing is 600 gold. Imagine being short gold and up prestige as a Viking. How did this happen? The answer is I keep funding people to make me garbage. My health is poor, but I'm not dead. Thank God I got strong blood. And a good physician. Thanks, Eagle. Dude's literally keeping me alive. Somebody came of age, they grew up so fast, and now they gotta get married. A 23-year-old robust sounds good. He's in a Norse Astaru, it's great. Once again, same deal. Main army gets out front, and then all the shitty pleb armies go out to the side so that no matter what gets attacked, the main army can reinforce. Somebody's showing off. So it could be overly coquettish, tactically coquettish, or masterfully coquettish. And all these are just varying levels of plus attraction opinion, and then half as much minus courtier opinion, or courtier rather. I'm just gonna not bother, as I so often do. Imagine the panic when the King of Aquitaine gets this fucking letter. Do I take attrition for going that far? I do. But I will step out to the front here and try to bait them to come fight this army. Oh my God, he's almost done raiding it just on his way out. Is he gonna hit? Is it actually gonna happen? Thanks for the map. They just finished the raid in the time it took to leave. Oh wow, that's terrifying. If I walk inland at all though, I'm gonna have to... that's gross. Okay, so what I can do here is walk to those two locations. You guys are also done. Okay, this is all fine and sensible. I've got a new daughter. She has literally everything. She's so good. I like Thora. We need so much more money before we can make this empire. Let time tick for like a day. 3 raids finish. Move down here for all the gold there. We're gonna have to take some attrition damage. This is how it's going to go. There's no way to avoid it. Because we need too much money. There's a stock of 4,000 that's gonna come for me soon, and it's not gonna go well for them. Oh, we just finished a bunch of warrior lodges, didn't we? Up to 36 now. It's gonna get worse. Or better. Depends on which faction you're part of. Go down to the 23 here. He's gonna go the same direction. Let it tick briefly. I'm just gonna say yes, I don't even want to read the event. It just feels so far beneath me. I just need to know if I'm affording the Empire before I die or not. Because it's incredibly important. Bjorn Olfsson is still splitting my realm. I didn't realize it, but he's back in front of Gene Seed for Scotland. And that's not acceptable. So I need him to come to my court so I can start killing him. Like, that problem has to get solved before I potentially die. Cool. Now that you're in my courts, I can disinherit him from my dynasty, but I really don't want to spend renown. That's so hard to come by. I can fabricate a hook on him at 90% success rate. And the reason that's relevant is it gives me the ability to imprison him with guaranteed success. So we're going to start fabricating hook on that man. All right, everyone's moving. This stuff is finishing first. You go get... Oh, that's a lot of attrition ticks, though. Because I take him again on the way back. It's not going to be worth it. All right, everybody, we're getting out of here. It's not worth it. And you're too far out of the way. And you can go on the river anyway. And this guy can actually join up after doing everything. And at this point, we can just leave and finish raiding on the way. It's sort of ridiculous that's a thing. I gained the trait Viking. Honestly, I'm just surprised I didn't have it already. Cool. Feels a little bit weird that I didn't have it. Just thought I did. All right, let these last couple get in. Oh, apparently not all of them are coming down, though. Because they definitely are supposed to. And you try to get onto the river, it's going to take you a while to build your boats, and you're going to finish the raid. Court Commander back at 5. It really does not want to be any higher. Yeah, you can be my vassal, that's fine. I'm not declaring any wars. Greetings, my handsome liege, the 1-year-old. Gee, I wonder if he's got a Ghost Rider. So this lovely old woman, everyone just hates her. She has traits, she's a part of the family, and they're all like, declare her nothing, throw her in the dumpster. At the cost of 10 years of class tensions, I can say no, because I don't feel like it, and it gets rid of all my stress. It is very important, because the moment I get stressed, I will be dead. Drop this off. I know it's not going to be enough. I think it's technically best to drop it off here, because then I can pop out on the other side and basically save a tile of movement. But I just need to know how much food I've got, or how much money I've got. Signy is currently vengeful, which makes her better at fighting. And cool. I give her deceitful instead, or calm. No, you be vengeful. Also, that's the kid I'm raising, right? That's why I'm getting all these events about them. Yeah, I actually want to pin you. You seem like you might be awesome. Is that the case? 18 prowess. Yeah, that is the case. You're not even one of the people who have Herculean. You're just a genius and really, really cool. It's very funny. We need another 200 gold. We're so close. Looking at all this, there is a good chunk of money to be made in the next lands. All right, everybody, get on the boats, get going. We have to conquer some Iberian stuff. A helping hand from the Jormsburg, which is, I think, yeah, the fortress of the Jorms Vikings. Since I'm a paragon of virtue, the Jorms Vikings are like, hey, do you want one of our champions? And Ofgar here isn't that bad. He kills 10 peasants every day, abroad. That's important. He doesn't do it at home. Yeah, I'll take the guy with 22. Why not? And I'll go ahead and immediately set him to be forced into being a raider at all times. Or a champion, rather. I'll become friends with somebody. Why not? Or I can just be here for drinks. No, thank you. All right, everyone's made it down here. I'm going to start with the people who actually matter and jump out on top of the army. Everyone else just needs to go somewhere. All right, now everyone's just piling out as fast as they can. This last army's a little bit in danger. I'm gonna have them go here instead. Absolutely crushed that battle immediately. Got 600 prestige for my heir along the way. Nice. All right, we've got that one. You're almost done. Parlaying with the pirates. So I can take the Jorms Vikings, and I mean, I'm going to. Like, let's not pretend there's any chance of me not agreeing to that. You can start walking into the next one. They'll be finished with this by the time they leave, I'm sure. 24 loot on the 18th of July, so in 8 days, and... like, you don't get out of here for 13 days, so that's a finish. Same deal here, right? You get out of here in 10 days, this place is done being raided. Actually, no. It's so unfun to min-max that. I'm just gonna not do it. It's just not fun to do all those calculations. Wait, where are my Drums Viking pirates even at? I'm gonna be honest, I don't see them. Oh, they're not raised. They're special soldiers. And that's exactly what I was hoping to see. They are inherited on succession. How long do they last? Oh, they don't even get reinforced. So I actually never want to use these guys unless I'm like at a really desperate war. So, okay, cool. You'll be there forever then. That just means I'm not using them. All right, you're definitely done. Move to the next one. You're definitely done. I think we're gonna swing around and come back into our land on the outside. I'm gonna take this guy and move to the next one because he's gonna finish. New lifestyle perk. Hardly matters. The murderous team power gets more effective. That seems really good. You're pretty much done. Move to the next one. A scheme at courts. Someone's trying to kill my son? The good one? We actually do need to stop that. Come on. The good ones just always die horribly. Immediately. It sort of sucks. Alright, if you guys could stop being stacked up perfectly, that would be just grand, okay? Oh, you finished your raid. Pop down here. Do it the other way so they don't stand the same time on that tile. No, you stop there because he's going further. I'd rather you go here instead of taking the attrition, and you can get to here and finish the raid along the way. Shout out to my dynasty. They're pretty good. You can be named after the dead genius. You're almost as good as he was. Let's go ahead and go over to our courtiers and try to ransom everyone we got. There's only 2. Damn shame. Okay, guys. At this point, I'm pretty sure that we're done. Just, like, get back to land as fast as you can. Honestly, you guys just be going this way instead. You'll finish the raid along the way. I got friendship with somebody. I'm gonna break his heart in the softest way to avoid too much of a faux pas. You may stand down now that you return the money. Y'all may stand down now that you return the money. And we successfully managed to not die. Thank God. Decision available, found a new empire. We're immediately founding this empire so that nothing bad can happen. Found a new empire. Gather the realm. A realm reforged. I've done what no one else could. I've united the lands of Noriger with those of Scotland and Brittany. All my vassals and Godar? I've got no idea. I've finally gathered before my throne. I've earned this moment in their eyes, and more importantly in the eyes of the gods. It's only right that I place the crown upon my own head as my servants, both temporal and spiritual, bow to me. Noriger reigns supreme. I'm now the High King of Noriger. Can I change that? I would like to call myself something else. I wasn't planning on making the Empire of Noriger. I don't feel like recreating my exact family crest, and I like that my Empire title will be a little bit different, but I have adjusted the colors to it, which are coincidentally very good Byzantine colors, to make that very confusing shortly. Our new Empire name is Miklagard, and our adjective is, of course, Scandinavian. Honestly, maybe Scandinavian's not right, but Norse would get confusing because that's already in the game somewhere else, so finish. So now we're Miklagard, and this is what we look like on the map. Immediately, now that I've formed Miklagard, adopt special succession type, think on the matter. The ancient ways of my people were the best. And now, critically important, if we come over to succession, there is now a succession vote for the High Kingdom of Miklagard. Did I not have kingdom titles just now for Brittany and Scandinavia? I actually do have the title for Brittany. So why then, if I have the title for Brittany, are they not being voted on? Anyway, High Kingdom of Miklagard. If I come over to my penned people, do I have any adults? You're pretty cool, I like you a bit. I don't know that you'd be a good ruler with, like, 9 stewardship. Okay, so if I want somebody with good stewardship, that's not happening. Hjalmar Holmfridsson is the best bet I've got in terms of somebody to vote for. He's very young, got good traits. Let's put him as our vote on everything. Actually, why am I not just voting for Gene Seeds then? He's still a genius. He still exists. He's just somehow horrifically bad at stewardship in spite of it. Yeah, we're voting for him. I'm still not sure why Brittany isn't getting a vote here, but it ultimately doesn't really matter. Because now that I have an Empire title, as long as that goes to the guy, I get everything he has. Anyway, let's wait for the rest of this money to get back and we can handle that. Apparently there's some other stuff. You can be a shield maiden. You're not the best at it, but honestly, just because I had the prestige, I will. I'm gonna die soon. You can have any vassal that would be appropriate always. I don't want to deal with problems like that. I don't care what you want. I don't care about declaring wars. I mean, you've always got time for a good concubine, I guess. Oh, that's a part of my family. Let's not. There are active elections. I just voted in them. I can negotiate alliances. Don't care. You're definitely not in my family. And with everyone else returning home, we've got 146 gold left after all of that. We honestly need to continue raiding. I'm still incredibly poor. But I have something I need to be doing in court artifacts. I'm not sure what the new one is. Oh, I've got my goblet back. That's what it was, I think. I'm not actually certain if that was it. I think that's what it was, though. We made it to High King. We're now the Emperor, which is good. And I believe that means if I come over to military, I can make a 6th regiment of men-at-arms. Gee, I wonder what it could be. What type of unit will I pick for my last unit of men-at-arms? Ah, damn, it was Varangian veterans who could have seen this coming. I'm gonna recruit this guy with 31 martial, dear lord? Calm down. He's great. Force him to be a champion. Force this guy to be a champion. You're not just allowed, you're required. Just if you have more than 15 martial, you're automatically forced, and you probably get forced even at 12, let's be honest here. And then under 12, don't shame us. Get out, shut up. So my total levies are at 24,000. Wait, I only have 400 Dwarves Viking pirates? I thought I had like 650 or something. I do. Oh, but 250 of that's like special levies. I see. Few champions. Shut up. Don't even start with me. Alright, there's definitely more to do for the Avmiklagard Empire. Apparently Frisia exists now. Lotharingia got eaten by Burgundy. And Frisia declared independence somewhere along the way. Also known as vulnerability. I'm probably going to declare war at them to take this from Ireland. That sounds so stupid. Why would I waste my time? The world's looking a little bit different than the last time I zoomed out, with Burgundy and Frisia and Lotharingia mysteriously absent. But we'll talk more about what's been changing on the map and what my plans are for the future next time. We survived long enough to form our empire, and now we can die safe in the knowledge that no matter what happens in succession, the family and all the territory stays together forever. Maybe we don't keep the territory, we won't. But we don't have to worry too much. For now, though, I'm done. I've been rather incoherent. I've been having a blast with CK3. I hope you have too. If you're enjoying the series still, then please like, comment, subscribe. All that stuff really does help the channel grow. And I'll see you in the next one.